We all live our lives out here.
That's true.
Everybody go through their own struggles. My struggle ain't no. It may be a
Hmm.
different struggle, but my struggle ain't no harder or no easier than the next.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's good. And that actually is like a good stage to set like what I'm going to say next, which is, so many people uh are aspiring, right? So many people are aspiring like to get to like a fame
Mm-hmm.
level, right? And as if you've been watching the news, if you've been on social media, then you know that people are getting exposed, right?
Super.
Super exposed. What's so funny, right, bro, is I don't know if you watched Shannon Sharp and the Cat Williams interview like from earlier this year, but Cat Williams, and we're gonna play the clip for y'all. We're gonna have it.
Is this the clip when she was
Yeah.
basically trying to say that he went to prison? He was like, no, 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 I went to jail,
No, no, no,
not
no.
prison.
No. Oh yeah.
Never been to
Oh, no,
prison.
Is that the same?
I think
98
it's the same
felonies,
one.
no
But
convictions.
before that,
Prison and jail aren't the
before
same.
that, he was like,
No.
all lies, 2024, all lies will be exposed. That's all. He said, I don't care if you
I think
P
I have seen
Diddy,
that one.
I don't care if you TD Jakes.
I came in this business saying I was going to expose. When I talked about Michael Jackson, when I talked about R. Kelly, they canceled me for these things because why would you talk about another black dude? Race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
Okay.
Went through the whole list of everybody getting exposed right now.
Everybody's going to be
Oh
exposed.
yeah.
Um, and that has literally been happening. And so I'm saying all that to say is, and I've known this for a while. And listen, listen. Let me put this out here because I don't know who gonna watch this, right? But I'm gonna still be 100, and that's this. I do like the Hollywood stuff, right? Um, but I'm gonna say anyways. I live by this principle, right? The wealth of the wicked is laid up for the just. Right?
Amen.
That is a proverb, right? And I live by that principle. I'm not saying everybody in Hollywood is wicked. That is not what I'm saying, y'all. But there is a lot of bad stuff that has gone down behind the scenes, behind these big walls and studios, and some of these small rooms, and some of these mansions in the Hollywood life, right? So I'm saying that to say the things that people are trying to aspire for is not always what you think it is. Like all glitter is not gold.
Mm-mm.
And I've said this.
Everything that glitter is not gold.
I've said this to people that I've talked to in the past. I've said, everything that looks like a blessing is not a blessing for you. Everything that looks
Mm-mm.
like a breakthrough is not a breakthrough for you. Everything that looks like, this is a opportunity, a job opportunity, is not always for you. You you just that's why you really need God. That's why you need God so that He can lead you because
Yep.
every door
Amen.
is not a door for you. And
This just hit me. Some of y'all out there breaking chains just to be shackled to something new. So is it really a broken chain? Y'all are out there. Let's say you got an addiction to cigarettes or something like that, and you want to stop, but you turn around and to replace smoking the cigarettes, you go do something else. You smoking marijuana or you doing this, or you're drinking, which it still is not good for you. It's just as bad, but y'all are finding escape routes that ain't doing nothing but tying y'all down more.
Yeah. That's good. And the reason why I paused is because I needed to make sure I was going to say it the right way. Because the one thing, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to do it. Shout out to you, Pastor Marilyn Poole.
Shout out, Mama Girl.
Wow. So they were in the midst of the fire, but guess what? Jesus showed up. He showed up in the midst of the fire, and He'll do the same thing for you. He'll show up in the midst of your fire.
Always shout out to Mama Goo
in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yes.
Shout out. And the reason why I'm saying that is because she often says something like this, and it's not word for word, but she says something like this: you have to be honest with God, right? You have to be honest about where you are. And this, man, I'm telling you, what I'm about to share with you has been freedom for my life. And the one thing she says is that you have to be honest with God. So if you are dealing with something emotionally, dealing with like an addiction, whatever, you have to be honest with God and be like, this is where I'm at. You need to talk to him and tell him, this is where I'm at. And then you have to be honest with yourself about, do you want to be free, or do you want to go to the next level?
Exactly.
Do you want to go to the next place?
Exactly.
And if you don't want to go there, then you need to be honest and be like, I don't have that desire to change, but give me a want to change. Give me a desire to change.
Yep.
Give me a hope to have hope, like that. And so that, bro, that has been freedom to me.
Oh yeah,
it has been freedom. I mean, bro,
it's been freedom to me. Like, just touching back on what I was talking about earlier, my biggest things when it comes to these relationships is I will hear God warn me. He will literally, like this most recent relationship I was in, I literally heard the Lord ask me while I was in the presence of this person. He said, aren't you looking for a wife? That's all he said. I took it as, you know, you can hear God but not hear him. You can hear God but not be listening. He said, aren't you looking for a wife? And I answered back, yeah. She right here. I ain't hear nothing else. He didn't never say that was it. He asked me, he said, aren't you looking for a wife? I am. I went through so much. And this is not the same person as the person that had me home. This is somebody completely different. This is months, about a year or two after. I mean, just so much unneeded, unwanted stress for no reason. I'm trying to figure out, everybody looking at me like I'm crazy. Like, why are you with this person? And I'm like, well, first off, everybody does deserve love. Like, everybody. It don't matter what you didn't do, what the whole nine. Everybody do deserve to be loved. And I respect that mindset or that concept. I really do. But I'm gonna just change it up just a little bit. Everybody does deserve to be loved, but not everybody deserves to be loved by you. Everybody's gonna have love. They're gonna find their true love, but you don't have to be that for everybody. I found myself doing that for people, and it's not necessarily just relationship, just friendships. I've moved multiple people into my spaces, my apartment, my house, things like that, just for them to run it into the ground, not help me when I need help. Like, we give so much of ourselves to other people that's why I said, y'all got to find out who you are. We give so much of ourselves to other people that when those people move on out your life, you stuck trying to figure out what to do next. Now you're trying to figure out what I'm going to go do. I can't call this person to go hang out like I was doing. Now you just got a lot of free time on your hand. Free time leads to other things, which don't lead to you elevating yourself. It leads to your destruction.
It's true.
So y'all got to find yourself. Like he was saying,
yourself.
Know what you actually want. And you can better relay that to God. Like, Lord, this is what I want to do. This is where I really want to be. Help me. Help me help myself.
Help me help myself. And that really, I mean, you really hit it. That goes back to, you have to be honest with yourself, because you can't be honest. You really can't be honest with God. Like, you can't really take the time to talk to God without being honest with yourself.
Because God already knows.
He already knows. The point is that we have to. It's like we have to get to His level in the sense of we have to be honest, right? He's holy. He's just. He's true.
He ain't gonna lie to us.
Exactly. So we have to get to the point where like we are like honest with ourselves, and then that allows us to be comfortable. And let me take that back. Comfortable. You are going to probably feel uncomfortable.
You're going to very much. But that's how you know that you're changing. If you were comfortable doing something before, and like you get around something, you stop doing it, you get around somebody that's doing it, and like you can't be around that person because they're doing it, you're changing. That's not a bad thing. It is not. There are times where people will come at you like, oh, you've changed. They're gonna try to make you feel bad about it.
Yeah.
But that's because you're elevating yourself and they're stuck.
This is true.
It's like it's like a bucket of crabs. As soon as one crab had to make it out, what they do? Reach up, pull them back down.
I'm shouting out a whole bunch of people. Shout out to Mr. Rick Ross from Victory.
Hey,
he was the first person to ever tell me that about the crab scenario. You know, when you try to elevate, when you try to do better, there's always going to be somebody who's going to try to pull you down. And normally it's your people.
It's your people. It's those closest to you.
Exactly.
It's your circle.
Yep.
Correction. It's those you thought were your circle.
True.
Because think about it.
True.
Growing up, we was all told, "Oh, you don't meet your real friends until college." That's what I found. That's what I learned growing up. That's what I was always told. You don't find your real friends till college. First off, I've known this guy my whole life. Still one of the closest people.
Brody.
My brother. I have actual brothers, and he is just as close to me as they are. Like, you cannot separate this bond, and that's where real friendship comes from. Y'all need to find bonds with people.
True.
You're not gonna bond with nobody just going out clubbing. You not. Y'all have fun. Yes, you can bond over having fun, but can you have that same energy of fun if y'all was to go to a library?
Yeah.
Or if you needed him or she to come help you do something, are y'all still gonna have that same type of fun? Yeah. Can y'all make any moment fun? Because that one person that you went clubbing or went partying with, that you had fun with in that moment, that might be the same person that talked crap about you after that party over.
Yeah.
Because you can't hold your liquor, but they can. Anything can go on. Anything. So again, know yourselves.
Know yourself.
But at the same time, you do need to know who's around you.
Yeah.
Because the company you keep.
Yeah.
The company you keep will keep you from knowing who you are.
Yeah. And that I'm tying it back in because he's talking about knowing your circle, knowing who's around you. So the next topic, you guys, literally, it's the same concept of knowing the reality of what's going on. Like I was just talking about the Cat Williams thing. He was talking about things being exposed. That doesn't even have to be for like Hollywood, like you just said. The people right around you. You need to be able to figure out what's really going on.
Cat Williams wasn't saying 2024 expulsion for Hollywood.
He just said everybody will be exposed. All lives.
Look,
take that for your family. Take that for your friends.
Your closest friends.
Exactly.
Your enemies.
All lives will be exposed.
Look, again, gosh, and it's just like, I'm glad this first episode, because this is stuff that I've been needing to get off. So it's working. It really is. Because again, I don't typically talk about things that happen in my relationship, not to put out to the world, simply because the world's messy. I already know. All y'all gonna be in the comments, oh, who he talking about? Find out. Yeah, that's why I said I'm not dropping no names. I'm not dropping no information. I'm not dropping nothing that's gonna tie in anybody. Although I know y'all gonna try to find it anyway. But back to what I was saying, so many things was exposed in this past relationship I was in that I didn't go looking for. People were coming and telling me things that I honestly I was telling them, stop telling me, because I do like to find out myself, because that's one thing you can't do is just go with the he say, she say, because you could be 100% wrong. Not everybody's going to be for you or your relationship, which was part of the case with my relationship. A lot of people did not want us to be together. But I'll say half of them, it was for good reason. The other half, they didn't really have a reason at all. So it's like, I understand those with good reason, because, you know, your mama is not gonna lie to you. She might, but if she really loves you, y'all know everybody's mama out there, so I ain't gonna say. I know my mama has lied to me in the past, but that was simply to save me. Your parent will lie to you to keep you safe.
Keep you safe, okay.
But we ain't gonna touch base on that today. But my mama. Shout out to you, Ma. Shout out to you, Mama. Mama Sims. Yep. Because one of the only people who constantly told me that ain't it. And I'm literally, me being who I am as a grown man, even if it is my mama, be my brother, brothers, my sister, I have to find out for myself because I'm not the person to just go with the he said, she said. Because as a child, I used to do that, and then come to find out that person was lying because they wanted my girl, and they got her now because I listened. I can't be mad at them because I listen. Fool me once, shame on me. Because I'm not gonna let you shame. I'm not letting you shame me one time.
Yeah.
Fool me one time. It's not. Yeah. It's not happening. Yeah. I will sit back and watch, and that's what I started to tell. And it's okay to tell people close to you who really got your best intentions at heart. It's okay to tell them like, I got it. Mm-hmm. If you really have it, tell them. If you don't, accept the help. But me, I actually had it. I know how certain things go. These relationships in the past, I'm not blaming the women. I blame me because I decided to find the same type of women. And you won't know in the beginning. Once you get 2 weeks in and you're starting to see stuff that the last person you was with in a relationship doing, that's called a red flag for a reason. They use the color red because red stands out. Red means stop. Stop yourself. Yeah. If you don't get 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 20 red flags in, because at that point you're stuck. Yeah. And I refuse to let myself, and I hope y'all do too, refuse to allow yourself to be stuck again. And that, again, that's relationship, financially, mentally, physically, whatever it is that y'all need to do, man, for real, take care of y'all business. You have to.
This is true.
You have to, because that's the only way you're gonna get out of whatever hole or whatever slump you in. You got to take care of you. Forget all these other people. Love them. Yeah. Love them, because that is what we called to do. Yeah. They ain't got nothing to do with Christianity. Everything to do with human beings. If this world should show each other just a little bit more love, it would be a better place to live. Like, but you don't have to kiss butt. Had to find the right way to say it. You don't have to kiss butt. The Lord does say turn the other cheek. I told this to my brother the other day because he told me I needed to turn the other cheek. I said I only got 2 cheeks to turn. He said turn the other cheek, not bend over. I'm not bending over for nobody. You get that one cheek and that second cheek, they on my face. After that, I'm gonna have to cut you off. I will love you from a distance. I don't have to be in your presence to love you. I don't.
Yeah. That actually, not trying to go spiritual, but there's a scripture that says, as much as is within you, walk peaceably.
Walk peaceably.
Yeah. As much as is within you. See, and listen, everybody's level is different. And I'm not trying to give excuse, but I'm just saying you have to be honest.
No, that's honestly not.
Connection with Diddy and the things that I know personally from somebody who I know personally who was actually a producer for Diddy.
One singular drop of blood for me.
That's tough.
Save me.
That's tough.
Save me from any and everything.